Hey friends, Karen here. I'm a virtual faith and fitness coach, which basically just means that I love to empower women and walk with them as they invest in their health from the inside out, inviting God in and bringing health back to the home itself. So I want to come and talk to you about Thanksgiving because already I've had several clients come and approach me about the anxiety and the fear and the guilt and the stress that's already coming, and Thanksgiving isn't even here yet. And my tips for you are actually going to seem a bit non-traditional and maybe goes against some of the things that you are reading about, but that's because I really believe in a thrive mentality versus a survival mentality. I don't want you to enter Thanksgiving with a screw it like approach or with a restriction approach, because here's the thing. Do you remember last Thanksgiving? Do you remember exactly what you ate? Like, probably not that much, right? And so I don't want us to be so consumed and worried about it that it steals away the peace and the joy from today. That's not the purpose of Thanksgiving. That's not the purpose of Christmas. That's not why we enter this time, right? And so I'm going to give you some just small little tips because I really believe that you can approach and enter this time in this season with so much freedom and so much joy and being completely present and not calculating calories in your head all day and punishing yourself with 1,000 workouts all day. Like, you can really truly enter it with so much joy. Are you ready? So I want you to post a 1 below if you are finding yourself already consumed and stressed about Thanksgiving. Okay, that's what I want to do first with you. The first tip to address that stress and that just overwhelmed feeling is I want you to ask yourself, what am I actually really stressed about? Are you stressed about overeating? Are you stressed about just who's going to be around the table and the dynamics of your family? Are you stressed about just the guilt that's going to come after Thanksgiving? Really being able to understand the heart behind your anxiety is going to be important. Now, my tips for you are, I actually have them written down because I want to make sure I stay on track and don't babble for forever. So my first tip for you is to just allow yourself to feel hungry. And you might be like, what do you mean, Karen? So I think sometimes we are afraid to feel hungry because we're afraid to lose control. But something that I've been teaching my current clients in our Body Kindness Grace Camp is to how do you connect to your body again and listen to your hunger cues and listen to your satisfaction cues. Because I remember when I battled binge eating disorder, neither of those things were connected. I never could figure out if I was really hungry or not, and I could never figure out if I was actually satisfied or not. A lot of times I would eat because of emotional issues and stress issues, and it didn't matter if I was full. I would eat until I would it would feel like food was up to here. And I had to start relearning how to connect my body and my mind and my spirit together again. And so I don't want you to starve yourself all day before Thanksgiving meal. I want you to listen to your body. So if around 8 in the morning you feel that you're getting hungry, please don't starve yourself and wait or make yourself wait. If your body is cueing you to eat, get in the habit of saying, okay, let me nourish you. Let me nourish you. Because remember, food is for nourishment first and for pleasure second. So just listen to your hunger cues. And then your body's going to let you know when it's all good. Like, hey, I'm great. And even if there's food still on your plate, that's okay. Your body's telling you it's all done. All done, right? So that's my first tip for you, is just allow yourself to experience hunger, nourish your body when it is, and allow yourself to know when you're actually feeling satisfied. Number 2 is I want you to balance your plate. So think of your favorite Thanksgiving items. What are some of them below? Like, literally just like type in the comments, what are your favorite Thanksgiving dishes? Stuffing for me is always on there. And believe it or not, as much as I love sweet potatoes, I do not like sweet potato casserole because, I don't know, it's just too much. Like, there's too much on it. I like when it's just plain sweet potatoes. But there are definitely a few things for me that I'm like, oh man, I can't wait for some pumpkin pie. I love pecan, however you say it, pie. I love stuffing. And so I have a few things that I absolutely love. I am not going to waste items on my plate that I just like. I'm not. I'm going to pick things I absolutely love, not the things I just like. And I'm going to make sure that they're on my plate. But here's the thing. I need to make sure there's color on my plate too. So I don't want you to count calories in your head all day. Please don't. That is going to steal your joy. That's going to frustrate you. It's going to overwhelm you. And I can almost guarantee you, you're going to have a screw it mentality and then binge. And that's not what I want for you. So don't calculate numbers. I want you to look at colors on your plate instead. That's it. Just look at colors on your plate. And I want you to think about okay, do I have veggies on here? Do I have some good protein on here? Do I have some good fats on here? Do I have some fruit on here? If you've got all these categories, awesome. Now add some of the whatever the heck you want on the plate too. And enjoy it. Enjoy it for real, guys. Like, it's not going to kill you. It's not going to kill you. I really think that the guilt and the stress and the shaming and all of that comes is going to kill you more than having a piece of pecan pie. Okay, so balance your plate and have some things on there that you absolutely love. And then here's tip number 3. I want you to savor it. And you might be like, what does that mean? I don't want you to scarf your food down. Give me a 2 in the comments if you generally scarf your food down. Give me a 2. Give me a 2 if you find yourself like eating as fast as you can because you feel guilty, that you just want to like get the experience over with, that you don't find yourself really savoring your meal. You're not really eating with mindfulness, and that's probably why we end up overeating, because we're not giving our bodies time to actually tell us when it's all set. Natasha, you say dressing, ham, turkey, and the greens. I love it. I love it. So, I want you to really practice savoring. So for me, here's how I do it, because I used to come from that mental health background, which means I was a case manager. I worked a lot driving to people's homes and doing therapy, which means I ate in the car, like real fast, sometimes while driving, super not safe. So I had to unlearn those habits and learn how to savor my meals. So I've put the fork down between every single bite. My husband called me out on that when we went on a date night to get some Thai food the other day. He was like, "You're putting the fork down every single time." And I'm like, I know. It looks really dumb. But you know what that does? He actually joined me after. So here's to that. But the reason I do that is because, number one, I want to chew slowly and I want to enjoy the flavors. And I want to listen to what my husband's telling me when we're having a conversation. I feel like when I'm scarfing food down, I'm not able to even listen to anything else happening around me. So put the fork down between each bite. Really engage in the conversations too. Like, listen to what people are saying if you're gathering around with friends and family. It's not just about the meal. The meal is wonderful, but what's happening around you also. So put the fork down, and that's really how you savor. Kind of enjoy the flavors and enjoy the scent. And so I really believe that if you savor your meal, you're going to be able to stop eating because you're going to hear your body say, hey, I'm actually pretty good. Maybe you can save the rest for later if you eat an early Thanksgiving dinner. And that's okay. You don't have to clean your plate. You don't have to go up for seconds just because everybody else is. That like FOMO, fear of missing out. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. Listen to your body. My husband can eat way more than I can. He's taller, he's a guy, his metabolism is faster. And so just because he goes up 3 times does not mean that I have to, this little girl who's 4'10", it doesn't. So I need to just pay attention to Karen. I want to look at my neighbor's plate. I don't need to worry about their plates. I'm just going to focus on what my body's telling me I need, and I'm going to listen to my body when it says you're good. So those are my first 3 tips: is be hungry. It's okay to feel hungry. Balance your plate. Savor your meal. Savor your meal. And I want you to just focus on moving with joy. So you guys know that 5:30 a.m. tomorrow, I think I have like 5 people joining me. There's still time. At 5:30 in the morning Eastern time, we're hopping on something called Zoom. It's just a conference call, and we're all going to do a workout together. And we're going to mute our mics. We're all going to do a different thing unless they all decide they want to do the same thing as me tomorrow. And we're just going to move our bodies first thing in the morning. I just want you to move. I don't care if it's a home workout program, or if you go to the gym, or if you go do a turkey trot, or if you go outside and go for a walk. Just move. And I don't want, but here's the catch. I don't want you to move to be like, I am going to overwork myself so I can earn my meal. Because even that mentality, I feel like the workout isn't enjoyable if you're only doing it to earn something or as a punishment even. Does that make sense? Like, I want you to move your body because you can. Like, you get to work out, not because you have to. That just makes me dread it. Like, that makes me not want to work out at all. If it's like to earn the bird and like to burn as many calories as possible, like that just stresses me out. I want you to work out, and I want you to move, and I want you to get your heart rate up because God gifted you with a body that can. And it's wonderful to move first thing in the morning. Let me tell you, the endorphins that you're going to get, you're going to feel better, you're going to have more energy, you're going to be more alert and awake with your family. Like, I'm selfish at 5:30 in the morning every single day. I am selfish at that time, and I have no problem being selfish at that time because it makes me better. If you're going to be selfish about anything, make sure it makes you a better version of yourself. And I know that waking up early and spending time with Jesus and sweating it out makes me better. So go into your workout as an act of worship. It's just saying, like, thank you, Lord, for this body. It's just another day, okay? Thanksgiving doesn't make it any different. It's just another beautiful blessing of a day. So I'm going to move and I'm going to work out because it is. So, and do what you can. It does not have to be 2 hours. Yo, I'm talking to myself. This was Karen 3 to 4 years ago. I would work out 2 to 3 hours on Thanksgiving Day because I was like, I felt so guilty already. It was like I was punishing myself already. No. 30 minutes to an hour, whatever you want to do, but just move. I don't care how long it is. Something is better than nothing. 20 minutes, 15 minutes, just move. And find creative ways to get your family involved. If you go for a walk right before your meal or go for a walk after, be creative. So that's my final tip, is just move. And move with joy, not with guilt, okay? Move with joy, not with guilt. Enjoy your workout. If you like to dance, go dancing. If you like to go to a spin class, go to a spin class. So that's it. I want you to enter this season with freedom. With freedom. I gotta tell you this because it still has me emotional. I was on the phone. I do one-on-one coaching with 3 women every month. I can't do it to more because it's a lot of my time. And one-on-one coaching just looks a little different from group-based because we do a conference call once a week. We Marco Polo. It's an app on your phone where it's like video walkie-talkie. And we Marco Polo throughout the week as well. And we get to just dig in one-on-one into their wellness, into their spiritual health, physical health, emotional health, mental health. And I was talking to one of my friends yesterday who I'm doing this with. And yep, they're my friends. They're not just my clients. And she's been working with me now for a month, and I got to hear her victories. Freedom. If there is nothing else I can give the people I work with, it is 2 things I want for them. To experience the freedom that God gives and to experience grace. Okay? That's what I want for you. Enter with freedom and with grace and joy. Enjoy and understand that you're not doing any of this to punish yourself, and you're not punishing your family. Just focus on the gift of the season and being present. Be present. Do not be on autopilot. Don't be so distracted by the to-do list of Thanksgiving that you miss moments in that day. Don't be so distracted by calorie counting that you miss moments during that meal. Are you hearing me? So, focus on color, focus on your family, and just listen to your body. I promise it's going to tell you what it needs. You just have to be listening to it. And that's it. It's that simple. It's that simple. So I love you guys. My husband is here. My brother drove up from Massachusetts, and they're playing FIFA soccer, which is why I'm down here. I got kicked out. So I'm just like, what am I going to do now? So I wanted to come on here and share that with you because for the first time in years, I am not stressed at all. I'm not even meal planning. I'm not diligently writing I will have half a roll and I will have 3 slices of turkey. I'm just yeah, I'm going to go into that meal and I'm going to scout out what's on the table and I'm going to get a little bit of everything and enjoy the colors and listen to my body. Done. Put the fork down between each bite. Done. Don't overcomplicate it, please. Freedom. If anything I have shared has tugged on you and you're like, why can't I live like this all the time? I really want you to pray and come talk to me about what I do as a coach, as somebody that can really walk with you, because it's not that I'm perfect and it's not that I'm this amazing person. It's that I'm walking this road with you and I've walked it for some time, and I fully believe that God does not want us to live with complacency or in mediocrity or in slavery or in idolatry. That is not the life that God wants for us, my friend. It is not. You can bring God into your health chapter with ease. I promise. You just have to be intentional about inviting him in and be intentional about reconnecting your mind, your body, and your spirit together. Reconnect that communication line because they do talk to each other. You work on one part of your life and they all get impacted. You work on your faith, it changes how you see your fitness. It changes how you see yourself as a wife and as a mom. You focus on your fitness, it changes how you sleep. It changes how you eat. It changes how you feel. When you tackle one area, they flow into each other. So instead of compartmentalizing them, let's just bring them together. Amen? So come talk to me if you're struggling. But otherwise, I hope this is helpful. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. I love each of you.